Your computer cannot compute the sine function, not directly. Deep down, all it can really do is add and multiply. And yet, ask for the sine of any number, and the answer appears instantly. The secret is a polynomial. Watch. Near zero, the simple line y equals x is almost indistinguishable from the sine curve. Step by step, we will grow that line into a polynomial that hugs the entire curve, and see exactly why it must work. Here is the idea. Pick one point, x equals 0, and demand that a polynomial match sine as closely as possible right there. First match the value. Sine of 0 is 0. Then match the slope. The derivative of sine is cosine, which equals 1 at 0. The line y equals x does both. Now match the curvature, and the derivative after that, and the one after that. Each new demand pins down exactly one more coefficient. And here is the key fact. Match every derivative up to order n, and among all polynomials of degree at most n, exactly one survives. That unique polynomial is the Taylor polynomial. It is not a formula to memorize, it is a construction. Copy the derivatives one order at a time. Follow the construction, and a pattern falls out. Every even power vanishes because the even order derivatives of sine are all 0 at 0. What remains are the odd powers with alternating signs, each divided by a factorial. Why factorials? Because differentiating x to the k times in a row, produces exactly k factorial. So to make the kth derivative come out right, you divide by it. 3 factorial is 6. 5 factorial is 120. 7 factorial is 5040. These denominators grow explosively. Remember that explosion. It becomes the hero of the final act. Now watch the polynomials hug the curve. Degree 1 holds on only briefly. Add the cubic term, and the embrace widens. Degree 5 reaches further still. Degree 7 is remarkable. It tracks sine nearly all the way to pi, staying within 5/100ths. Degrees 9 and 11 push past pi. And by degree 15, the polynomial hugs almost 2 full periods, from near -2 pi to near 2 pi. So closely that at this scale the two curves are indistinguishable. Every term you add extends the reach, and nothing ever breaks. For sine, the Taylor series converges at every real number, no matter how far from 0 you go. Why does it always win? The error after degree n is controlled by one simple bound: the next power of x divided by the next factorial. Powers grow fast. Factorials grow faster. At x equals pi, watch the error collapse. By degree 7, it is under 1/10. By degree 11, below 1/1000th. Further out, at 2 pi, the low degrees actually get worse before they get better. But by degree 17, the error drops below 5/100ths, and from there it keeps shrinking towards 0. So here is the takeaway. A Taylor polynomial is not a formula you memorize. It is the one polynomial of its degree that copies every derivative at a single point. And for sine, that copy becomes the curve itself.